Shalom, shalom. So I'm just kind of sitting in the car chilling, and I was like, let me do this video because I've been wanting to do a video for a little while on some business ideas, because a lot of people, you know, will email us, or even like in our consultations, ask us, or just comment on our YouTube videos asking like, what are some ways that we can generate income when we get to Africa? Because, you know, a big concern is repatriating across the country and having a way to be able to sustain yourself and your family once you get here, which is totally understandable. Like, you should definitely come here with a plan to be able to generate income, you know, even if you're waiting like 3 to 6 months before you start your business or whatever the case may be. But you definitely want to have a plan to be able to sustain yourself, because you don't want to have to go back to Babylon. So I kind of been writing down like different business ideas as they come to me, or like if I'm out searching DAR for like a specific service and I can't find it. So these are 10 areas specifically that that Tim and I have kind of thought of that we think will do really well here, like if you wanted to bring it here. So I'm just going to kind of go down the list. So the first idea is a garbage collection system, like a contract that you would be able to get with like the local government or even the federal government. So like right now, like even with us at our house, we basically like ask around the neighborhood, like, is there anyone that collects trash? And they were like, yeah, these people collect trash on Saturday. So you call them and you're like, hey, I want you to come to my house. And you basically, you know, they come like every Sunday, actually it is, and they'll pick up our trash for us. So that's fine. But what I'm referring to is kind of like how, like, you know, in the West, they have like the city trucks that come around, and everyone knows like on this day and this day, have your trash sitting outside, and they're gonna come around and collect it and take it to the waste spot. So as far as I know, they don't have anything like that. I've seen one garbage truck like in the Masaki area, like the tourist area, but I haven't seen any like where we live, like going further out, or I haven't seen any that are like directly contracted with the government to like form like a nationwide sort of like collection system. So that would be something that anyone that has like garbage experience, or shoot, anyone that knows how to run a business good, that they can set up once they get here. Idea number 2 is bowling alleys. So when we were in Zanzibar, we were kind of like looking for things to do that were like, you know, family friendly. And so we were like, oh, let's go to the bowling alley. And they were like, what bowling alley? So they don't have any bowling alleys here, y'all, in Tanzania. They don't have any bowling alleys in the whole country. So that's something that someone wanted to do, you know, rent out a space and turn it into a bowling alley. That would be something great that I know the diaspora would definitely be interested in. And not only just the diaspora, but the people here as well, because I'm sure they would love to go to a bowling alley if it was available. Brings me to my third business idea, which is kind of similar, which is a skating rink. So we also asked about the skating rink, and they were like, what skating rink? So there's no skating rinks here in Tanzania. So that would be something that you can bring here, whether you're an individual or a family, or if you wanted to get together with a group of people and bring a skating rink here, I would definitely come, because I like skating. And that would be something fun for T3 to do too. And you can have like theme nights, skating nights, and all that type of stuff. You know how we do it. We used to do it back in the West. So that would be something fun to bring here that's family friendly. Number 4 is food trucks. So you know how like in America, it's the land of the plenty. Like there's a food truck for anything, like anything you're interested in. Funnel cakes, shish kebabs, Jamaican food, anything, donuts, like whatever. So like you can go to a restaurant and get different things, but like food trucks were like, they even have like used to have the app, I know back in the West, where you could like follow a particular company and see where they would be at for the day, you know, if they would be set up, where they would be set up at, and go over there and get your food, whatever. So whatever it is that you like to cook, or you know, something that you have been thinking about, you've been thinking about opening up a food truck or anything like that, that would be something that would be that you could bring here, that you would probably be like one of the first people to do that, to bring it here, a food truck. So number 5 is an arcade. So again, when we were in Zanzibar, we were trying to find stuff to do, which there was stuff to do, but I think it was raining one night, so we wanted to like go somewhere that was like indoors. So that's why we were asking about bowling alleys and skating rinks and stuff. We also asked about an arcade. They don't have an arcade either, so that would be something fun for the kids to do, and not even just for the kids, for gamers, people who enjoy video games, the nostalgia of like an arcade. Number 6 is a cereal bar. And I know that kind of sounds weird, like what, a cereal bar? But I saw on Facebook where a lady had opened up a cereal bar. I think it was either in New York or California, I can't remember. But basically it's like a restaurant that has every single type of cereal that you could ever imagine. And you can just like order a bowl of this or mix a bowl of this and that, and then you pick your milk. So it's basically like a cereal bar where you can pick any different type of cereal. And cereal is not something that a lot of Tanzanians eat on a regular basis, so I know that would be something cool for them to go to, as well as something for the diaspora, because we are used to eating cereal. So go to just like kind of like a fun spot. You know, you can get you some cereal, Pop-Tarts, coffee, tea, whatever the case may be. So moving on to number 7 is a massage licensing school. So the reason why I say a school, and any type of school, like a hair care school, like a natural hair care school, a massage school, like any sort of trade that you can think of, like a specific school for that would do great here, because I haven't really seen any. And I've had a couple of massages here in Tanzania, and they just weren't really what I was expecting, for various reasons. Maybe like the cleanliness of the place, or the person doing it maybe probably wasn't like licensed and didn't really know what they were doing. They were just kind of like, you know, because we all get massages on the side. You know, I give him a massage, he gives me a massage, but you kind of got to know what you're doing and which points to get, and like the firmness of it and all that stuff. How to incorporate essential oils into it, hot stone massages and all that sort of stuff. Reflexology, like moving your arms and your legs and stuff. So they have like a couple of places that do that in Dar. But those are mostly like at resorts, and so you're going to be paying resort prices. But I'm just talking about like having like a school where people can come and learn from like a licensed massage therapist on, you know, like the business of massages, how to give a massage, how to keep your place up, how to get clientele, all that sort of stuff. And that would apply to like even like with a hair care school as well, like how to do hair, how to braid hair. You know, most of the African women, they know how to braid hair and all that stuff. So that would be something that would probably be geared more towards a diaspora, or just people who want to be licensed, you know, Tanzanians who want to get like a license in hair care, and really learn like how to care for hair, and how to you know, use natural products as opposed to products with chemicals and stuff. Idea number 8 is a storage facility. So we had like a couple of people who were like asking about it in the groups, like how, you know, like is there any sort of storage facility? And as far as I know, there aren't any storage facilities in Tanzania. So most people, they'll just like ask a friend like if they can store like a few of their items like in a spare room or like in a garage or something. So, you know, in America, there's like storage facilities everywhere. So that would be something great to bring to Africa. It's like a place where you can, where it's temperature control, pest control, where you can come and store, you know, various furniture items or whatever it is that you need to store for a period of time and get it back out. So that's another idea. Number 9 is a professional moving company. So, I mean, you can still get your stuff moved around in Dar. Like if you go to like a furniture spot, they'll usually have like someone with a pickup truck who can transport whatever you get from there to your house or your apartment. But I'm referring to more of like somewhere like a professional moving company that has like the bigger trucks, because if you're getting like just like a couch or like a stove, that the pickup trucks that they have are fine. But if you're like transporting, like if you're buying like your whole house for the day, like you got a stove, fridge, couch, TV and all that stuff, you're gonna be making a lot of trips on the pickup truck. So if there was like a professional moving company where you can hire a truck or hire some movers to come and to, you know, grab all your things and bring it to your house, or even you could call someone, and if you need to move out, you know, call them and say, hey, you know, I'm moving like an entire house, and I need, you know, this size truck at this time and X amount of movers, and they'll come and move your stuff from point A to point B. So that's another idea. The last idea is a U-Haul type of a place. So This is kind of going along with the professional moving company, but it's different. Because some people may not want to hire Uber. They may not want to spend the money on hiring professional people to do it when they can do it themselves. So a place where you can hire a truck, like a U-Haul type of truck, or like the trailers that you can hitch onto the back of your vehicle, that sort of thing. Like just a place where you can go and there's already like trucks and trailers there. You can just rent them out for the day or, you know, days and bring it back. So those are my 10 business ideas that I've been kind of thinking about, or maybe even be the first one to do it. So yeah, so there's so many different ways to generate income in Africa, because I promise you, like what may have been a small business in America, you can turn that into like a large business here, especially if you market it properly and you have the right price. And then if there's a need for it, period, you're gonna do well anyway. And there's needs for everything here. So I hope this was helpful, you guys, and thank you for watching, and I look forward to seeing you guys in the next video. Shalom.